Coming up on Mountain News this morning, employees at Harlan County Schools are getting a pay raise for the upcoming year. Plus, a Harlan County native is a finalist for a statewide award, and you have a chance to vote.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning and a happy Monday to you, Mountain family. I'm Amelia Lee here with you on this June 23rd. It is 5:31 this morning. And Megan, it is a hot start to our day. I'm not a fan at all. I'm a fan of fans, but I'm not a fan of the heat.
Yeah, I'm a fan of fans too. I think I'm actually going to buy one today because it's getting warm. In fact, this morning we're already seeing temperatures in the 70s and even warmer temperatures as we head into the afternoon. Here's a look as you're heading out the door, mainly those 70s, seeing the coolest temperatures in our Virginia counties, mainly in those 60s, 65 in Clintwood, 73 in Monticello. Here's a look at what you can expect this afternoon. Temperatures in the low to mid 90s, with the exception of Wise, which will be a little bit cooler than the rest of the region at 88 degrees. Now, what you need to know is because of the high humidity, those feels like temperatures will be in the upper 90s and low triple digits. So it's going to be a scorching day today. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Here's a look at that satellite and radar. All is clear. We do have a very, very slight chance of some showers, activities, but for the most part, staying nice and dry. Here's a look at that day planner for you. Again, mostly sunny skies and sunny skies throughout the day, and high temperatures around that 4 o'clock mark. Amelia.
One person is dead after an ATV crash Thursday night. Officials say it happened at the Leatherwood Off-Road Park in Perry County. The sheriff says a woman was killed when an ATV overturned her on the trails. The coroner says the victim is 67-year-old Melanie Lynn Ingram. A woman was arrested for reportedly endangering a child. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office says the arrest happened near London when deputies were performing a traffic safety check on Misty Collins' vehicle. They say an infant was in the car without a child restraint device. Collins was charged with endangering the welfare of a minor, registration violations, and more. She's being held in the Laurel County Correctional Center. One man was arrested after a traffic stop in Laurel County Wednesday. It happened on Kentucky 192 in London after deputies say they saw a red Chevy weaving on the road. Officials say they smelled alcohol in the vehicle while they conducted that stop. They say the driver, 84-year-old Arthur Miniard, was driving under the influence. He was charged with DUI and is now being held in the Laurel County Correctional Center. Corbin police are asking for your help identifying a man. If you take a look at your screen, police say he's wanted for questioning in connection to 2 separate thefts at a local business. If you recognize him or have any information, you're asked to call the Corbin Police Department at 606-528-1122, or you can use their anonymous text tip line at 606-215-6239. All of those tips can remain confidential. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office is asking for help finding some missing 4-wheelers. Officials say the vehicles were taken near London on Witt Road. They're offering a $5,000 reward for any information that leads to an arrest and the recovery of the stolen 4-wheelers. If you have any information, you're asked to contact the Laurel County Sheriff's Office at 606-864-6600. The Harlan County Sheriff's Department is warning you about a new text scam. Some Harlan Countyans are receiving text statements saying that their license will be suspended if a payment is not sent. The Sheriff's Office wants to remind people to never send any form of payment or provide personal information by phone or email. You can contact the Sheriff's Office if you do have any questions. May 16th was the last day the London Corbin Airport had a working helicopter. After that tornado damaged the airport, Air Evac Life Team 179 was left without a helicopter. That is until now. WYMT's Neely Green spoke to crew members about their new chopper.
It's been more than 1 month since the devastating EF4 tornado ripped through Laurel County. Many are still recovering from that night, including crews at the London Corbin Airport. This week, the airport welcomed a new helicopter to the runway. Meet Dorothy, the new medical helicopter now in service with Air Evac Life Team 179. After the tornado destroyed their previous aircraft, The team was left for 28 days without a helicopter. Robert Collum is a flight nurse for the team. He says it feels good to be back serving his community.
It feels really, really well because we've been picking up and trying to help at other bases, but it feels nice to be able to be back in our own community where we know people and form relationships and be able to help the people, our neighbors.
The team is now able to get back to work at their own base. Collins says the crew is also looking forward to moving into new living quarters soon. Their previous one was also damaged by the tornado. The new helicopter was donated to the team by a base in Oklahoma. In London, Neely Green, WYMT Mountain News.
The London Corbin Airport is issuing a reminder to people impacted by last month's tornado. Officials remind renters that they're also eligible for FEMA disaster housing assistance. If that rental is unlivable due to storm damage, you could qualify for temporary housing, rental assistance, or other help. Kentucky Emergency Management is providing temporary housing. Officials also say it's the landlord's responsibility to make structural repairs to damaged buildings, not the renters. Folks living in Wayne County, West Virginia will soon have a reliable round-the-clock ambulance service. Our sister station's investigation found that families were left waiting with no ambulance available during emergency situations. The investigation led county leaders to purchase new ambulances and put an excess levy on the ballot that voters approved. A ribbon cutting on Friday was met with enthusiasm as officials throughout the county gathered in front of 3 new ambulances and ushered in the start of a new round-the-clock countywide ambulance service.
When they dial 911, an ambulance is going to arrive. It's going to be properly equipped. It's going to be staffed with very highly qualified personnel. Lives are going to be saved.
I'm very excited to get these things on the road and get going. JanCare has done a fantastic job for us filling the gap.
Ambulances will be at the temporary stations located in Pritchard Industrial Park and N&W Railroad Road in Genoa. The plan over the next 18 months is to design and construct permanent stations. Appalachian Regional Healthcare cut the ribbon Friday morning on its new mobile clinic. Officials say it'll bridge the gap between old-fashioned house calls and making the trip to a traditional health care facility. Mariah Congito shares what it has to offer.
Governor Beshear says this mobile unit ensures that in order to get health care, it doesn't depend on your tax bracket or your zip code.
But the fight to make sure every Kentuckian has access to affordable, high-quality health care has never been greater.
What started as an idea after severe flooding hit much of ARH's coverage area in July 2022 is now a reality.
If another flood occurred or another disaster happens, we can deploy this and take this out to people.
And they have. Most recently, historic flooding in April destroyed livelihoods, and a deadly tornado in May leveled parts of Pulaski and Laurel counties.
We rebuild stronger than ever and stronger than we were before. That's what this clinic represents.
Everything from wellness visits to acute care can be done inside the mobile clinic. ARH says it'll also offer a variety of women's health services.
We can give vaccines, we can draw basic labs, so it's going to be a really big benefit for all of our patients.
Inside our 2 clinic rooms, it's also wheelchair accessible. Leaders say it'll improve access to care in the most rural parts of the Commonwealth at an affordable cost.
Transportation is a big issue for the communities we serve, and we can use this to take it out into those communities and provide care.
Somebody is going to get a vaccine in here that's going to save their life. Somebody is going to be diagnosed with a condition that can be treated early on, and they can live a happy, healthy life that otherwise wouldn't have been able to.
Aside from serving all of Kentucky, this mobile unit will also be used in southern West Virginia. In Frankfort, Mariah Congito, WKYT.
ARH says the clinic will be stationed in Floyd County. It'll serve Bell, Floyd, Harlan, Johnson, Knox, Leslie, Letcher, Morgan, Perry, and Pike counties. School employees in Harlan County are getting a pay raise for the upcoming school year. The district approved a 4% increase. It's part of a 17% boost over the last 5 years. Finance Director Jody Gillum says teamwork between the board, superintendent, and finance office, along with higher state funding per student, made the raises possible.
The state has, the guaranteed base has went from $3,981 in 2016-17 to $4,586 in 25-26. So all of those increases with our base seek, we've always tried to use it for raises in the last few years instead of doing other things with the money.
He says the reaction from staff has been positive and better pay could help combat Kentucky's teacher shortage. Buckhorn Children and Family Services was recently awarded a major grant to provide equine job training and therapeutic services for recovering drug addicts. New CEO Joy Desley says she believes it's one thing that sets their program apart.
I think the farm is a really, really amazing opportunity to be able to be responsible for another living creature, so to speak, but where we start to look at that responsibility and what that means, as well as there's always something about an animal, especially a horse, they're kind of mirrors to your soul. So just by out there grooming, picking its feet, just brushing it, just petting on it, spending time with it, I promise there's going to be a lot of self-reflection going on during that time.
Buckhorn Children and Family Services focus on 5 key programs from addiction recovery to foster care and adoption. You can learn more about what they offer tonight at 7 on Issues and Answers. A Harlan County native is up for a major award. Executive Director of Visit Harlan County Tourist and Convention Commission, Brandon Pennington, is a finalist for the Kentucky Chamber's Young Professional of the Year Award. According to the Kentucky Chamber, nominees are making an impact on their industry and community. Pennington says being nominated for this award means a lot to him. He says his downtown development director nominated him.
Growing up, especially in the heart of Appalachia, you face a host of stereotypes. And to be considered for an award that is on such a high platform across the Commonwealth, it is just truly an honor, something that I never would have considered that I would be eligible for anyways.
Folks can vote for who they would like to win as the Young Professional of the Year on the Kentucky Chamber social media pages by interacting with the posts. Voting will go through July 1st. Chaos is coming to Wayne County, Kentucky. Wayne County Sheriff Tim Catron and his staff would like to announce the addition to the Sheriff's Office new K-9 unit deputy. Chaos deputy is a 2-year-old Belgian Malinois breed that's certified in multiple illegal narcotic detections, human trafficking, and in apprehension.